You're probably dating an AI and don't know it. You've seen it in popular media. Her's operating system, Westworld's hosts, Detroit Become Humans' deviant androids. But IRL, we're already in the era of artificial intelligence pervading social media, our daily lives, and our love lives. Humans have been looking for love online for years now, but recently, we've seen a surge in AI on common dating apps. Chatbot DMs, AI-generated bios, or AI-enhanced photos have exploded. Spam bots and scammers are commonplace, and AI makes your jobs a lot easier. AI is in your dating pool, and it's a lot deeper than you think. Ever heard of an AI concierge? Whitney Wolfe Herd, founder and executive chairman and former CEO of Bumble, explains.
Our focus with AI is to help create more healthy and equitable relationships. How can we actually teach you how to date? How can we help you show up in a better way? For example, you could in the near future be talking to your AI dating concierge, and you could share your insecurities. I just came out of a breakup. I have commitment issues. And it could help you train yourself into a better way of thinking about yourself. And then it could give you productive tips for communicating with other people. There is a world where your dating concierge could go and date for you with other dating concierge and say, these are the 3 people you really ought to meet. And so, that's the power of AI if harnessed the right way. A safer, kinder digital platform for more healthy and more equitable relationships.
Having an AI date for you seems like it defeats the purpose of dating, but instead of swiping left on hundreds of people who aren't your vibe, you could have a curated menu of potential partners to save you all that time and frustration. Or you could date an actual bot, and probably already have. Dating bots aren't a new concept. They've been around since the early 2000s on dating sites like ashleymadison.com, where more than 11 million interactions were logged between humans and bots posing as prospects. Today, an estimated 1 in 10 users on dating apps are bots. Catfishing and scams aside, what about dating a sophisticated AI created to date you? Eugenia Kuyda, founder of the Replika app, an app that allows users to create AI companions, says there's a benefit to AI relationships.
The need is so strong to have someone there who loves you, who you can love. We've been primed by the movies and entertainment that this is the future, that you will be able to have an AI partner. It can become a stepping stone to actually meeting someone in real life or improving your relationships in real life.
According to testimonials from Replika's users, their AI companions provide a controlled environment for self-expression. Many people feel comfortable having deep and emotional conversations with these companions. And I do understand how people might speak more freely about their lives to a non-human. AI has come such a long way. The conversations really feel like you're talking to a person. And some Replika users have even said that their AI companion is a better friend or a better partner than the other people in their lives. They're great listeners, they always know exactly what to say, but can you actually build a meaningful relationship when it's so one-sided?
While it might put a Band-Aid on real human loneliness, even a highly attuned AI companion can't replace relationships. More than that, AI poses an enormous security risk. Pouring your heart out into an AI companion might actually be putting your personal information at risk of being sold to third parties or leaked in data breaches. AI has also contributed to the issue of racial profiling. The historical over-policing of Black and brown people skews data in predictive algorithms, creating a racist feedback loop. Racism can also skew algorithms against certain daters. With widespread dissatisfaction with dating apps, there's a desire to return to in-person meet-cutes and happenstances to escape the confines of controlling algorithms. Esther Perel, a Belgian-American psychotherapist specializing in human relationships, thinks we should lean that way too.
I've been thinking a lot about modern loneliness, which masks itself as hyperconnectivity. We live in a world of curated, filtered imagery that puts us in a constant state of social comparison. And self-esteem has become contingent on performance that is measured by engagement metrics. Did I get enough likes? De-risking and automating life is turning intimacy into a flat, commercialized process that eliminates eros. And it simultaneously is also atrophying the social muscles that we need to have successful relationships. Intimacy is embodied. AI Esther is not, but I am, and you are. You have known intimacy since you were in the womb.
AI is new, exciting, and it feels like it's everywhere these days, by design. But it comes with its own set of problems like racial profiling, environmental issues, and safety concerns. And when we want to be intimate with someone, safety is paramount. We might turn to AI to combat loneliness and isolation. But when you're looking for connection, there's nobody home. And while it's easier to log on to an app, we wonder if finding community and revitalizing third spaces where people can make genuine human connections might be a better use of our time, money, and effort than an artificial intelligence that doesn't know how to feel. Yet. Would you date an AI? Let us know in the comments below and tag us in what you think are thoughts that matter.